What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys about how you could potentially get your money back if you've been rugged or if you're part of a failing project, guys. This is actually a long shot because it is going to take some part of the developer or the project leader or whoever have, access to the liquidity. So if they're not willing, then this is not gonna work at all. So just to give you guys a quick backstory, so I was actually a part of this project right here, Safe Vault. So when I mean a part of it, I invested into it. I didn't run it or anything like that. So I was a part of Safe Vault, and let me see if I could even find the chart. Let's see here. Because this would, to me, this would be a very good poo coin. Yeah. So let's take a look. All right. Good old poo coin. So this is how Safe Vault look. The typical chart that you typically see. Have this big run up, followed by this downward trend, then kiss of death, go off to the sunset. This is a very, very common chart. Now, I did not get rugged on this. This was actually a failing project. So when you see this part right here, this is when liquidity itself was actually just pulled. So I'm going to get to that in just a few minutes. But typically, like I said, you'll see projects, charts. They'll look just like this. And a lot of time, projects run out of money. Projects don't, have the vision, the CEO or the owner. They're giving up because it's not going the way that they think. I mean, there's so many different reasons why a project don't work. If you even look at SafeMove, for example, like it looks like, a failing project. Whether or not if it's gonna recover, who knows? But what are your options? So if you're down 99% of your bag size, what could you realistically do? Most people, what they're doing, they're just holding on, just like still saying like, hey, hopefully it'll come back. And a hope method for someone that's not building, on a project really doesn't work. So hoping we get a bounce, because I've been there, guys. Like, I've been there, like, man, just please bounce. I invested X amount into this, and if I could at least get half or get, I get 25% back. Like, these are conversation that you are having with yourself. Then, especially if it's like a rug, that's even worse because it's like, dang, this person actually stole money from me versus someone who, just the project is not working. So in these situations, you typically don't have any option. So a project that I actually found, well, I didn't find it. They actually found me because due to this situation, it's called MDB. So MDB name stand for Make DeFi Better. So let's find it here. I'm actually still a part of it. And again, when I mean a part of it, I'm talking about investing. Make DeFi better. So one of their use case is that they it's called gravity. They actually get projects that are failing and they absorb them. So this is how MDB, got the little mouth right here as far as absorbing. So MDB actually absorb Safe Vault. This is the project that I was a part of. So instead of me being down 99%, and of course they did take time, I think I'm only down about like 40%. And that's due to the fact that the price of MDB is steadily going up. Like the way that they have their protocol set up, it is designed, whenever you get sharp sell off to actually have stronger rebounds. I'm not going to get to the whole use case. I'm just going to be talking about the recouping some of those losses. Because once we got absorbed, what MDB had to do with the liquidity that we had, they had to go back to the open market. They'll create, like, let's say a strike price. So if the strike price is like 1 penny, then they go to the open market and they start buying it up. This automatically start bringing the price of it. So they'll honor the strike price of when they got the fund. They'll go to the open market, buy up MDB, and typically the bigger liquidity pool you have, the bigger price impact it's going to have. So I think for one project, they were like instantly up like 30% because they shot up to like 0.13. And the cool thing about MDB as well too is most of their token, excuse me, most of their token is currently locked up. So because the community itself see the value of MDB, about 73% of it is locked up into staking. So this is a staking contract, another staking contract. This is actually an NFT contract where the coins are stuck within the NFT, and it was designed like that on purpose. So this will never come out of circulation. So 73% is locked away, leaving about 27% available to the open market, which causes a supply squeeze because now you're getting the excess amount of volume coming in from MDB, purchasing it, then giving it to the token or the project that they just gravitated. So on average, and again, they've done 11 so far. So on average, you're seeing about a 300% return, So if you were down like 99%, then, after 3x, you could be looking somewhere around like maybe close to 50% of your bag. And that's on average. Other people, within the community have already gotten back their money as well as, as well as is in profit. So the great thing about it, because if you think about the landscape of the people that MDB is gravitating, they're not gravitating like moon boy people. These are patient investors because there's always an upside and downside to diamond handing. So MDB, typically they're diamond handing the people that diamond hand into a project, like myself, because I was actually up on the project, but I never sold because I saw the potential of it. I was up like maybe close to like 20K, but I didn't take it. And of course, didn't take it, and this ended up happening. But typically, again, people that MDB is gravitating, or getting them to come a part of the community, they typically are the diamond handers, patient investors, that would end up in the long run, make more money. So no, it's not a big secret, or it's not hard to understand why 73% of the total supply is locked away, because people see the value of this. And again, these are your savvy, somewhat savvy. I mean, well, I wouldn't even say that. Savvy investor. I was going to say you can't be savvy if you got rug, but you can't really, nothing's going to be 100%. So 73% is locked away. And again, this causes a supply squeeze because you got to go to the open market, which end up pumping up the chart. Now, if you take a look here, guys, this is such a beautiful chart. Like it I guess the launch was at 0.202 and the high is like 0.108. So of course it's still running up. Now it's at 0.014. Now this token started off with 1 billion supply. So as you can see here, 1 billion supply. But if you go to BSC scan, you'll actually see the supply has shrunk. It's at 798 million tokens. So this is a deflationary token, can't be minted. So this is why I say, like, when they need the funds or when they need the token, they have to go to the open market to be able to purchase it, because they cannot just mint new tokens for it. So over time, and of course you're going to have some people who are going to come in, they're going to sell once they see that, hey, I gotten back 30%, or I gotten back 40-50% of what I initially put in on my previous project. I think it's just time for me to exit. You're going to see people exiting. But the great thing about that, as they're exiting, there is a tax. Now the tax is going to contribute to the farms, as well as is going to contribute to the burning of the token. So as more and more projects become gravitated in, and the people are recouping some of their funds because of the mechanism of how MDB work, it becomes a win-win scenario for everyone, because it's going to help the token become less available. So for the people who are truly holding or diamond handing it, they're going to win in the long run, because now you have more token that is being burnt. The price of MDB is pumping. And as that pumps, you're going to start to get the bigger whales start to exit, repeating the same process over and over. And this is why you see a chart like this. Like, again, once you see a steep sell-off, you typically followed by a rebound. And the price floor of this token is going to constantly go up. Now, the last thing that I want to point out to you guys is in June, with this token, there's going to be a massive burn. Like I mentioned before, there's currently right now 798 billion token. So it's going to be cut down to right around 400 million. So how's that going to happen? Is because that MDB is launching a peer-to-peer trading platform where it's actually going to own 25% of it. So 25% of the revenue that this peer-to-peer generate is going to come back to MDB. So before you, so there is going to be a new token that is done for this peer-to-peer. And the only way for anyone to participate into this, this pre-sale is by having MDB token, and they have to send it over to get burnt. So this is how almost half of the supply is going to get cut down, because people are going to burn their token to be able to get into the peer-to-peer. And this would put the supply close to around 400 million, which would cause a serious pump in the price action. And this is going to continue to operate as far as receiving 25%. So if the platform does 1 million, in volume in a day, so 250,000 is going to come to MDB, which is going to do buyback and burns, as well as feeding the farm. So with the farm, if you want to take a look at this, got an APY of 223%. And this is actually a lagging APY. So from the last 7 days, this is how much this been paying. So it's not a future indicator. So definitely some good stuff for MDB. Currently right now, like I mentioned, they are on their 11th one, and they're currently gravitating Space DeFi. So Space DeFi holders, they're going to be coming into the fold as well. and they're going to have the opportunity to be able to recoup back some of that fund. So to me, that is the best way for you to be, if you've been rugged or if a project is dead. um to me, that's the only way right now that I know of how to be able to recoup back some of your funds. And of course, like I mentioned before, whoever have access to the liquidity pool, they would have to be willing to be able to do it. So if you have a project or know a project that you would like to have it gravitied, and you already talked to the person who owns the liquidity or have access to liquidity, definitely, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Let them know that Random Arts referred you to it, because I would also get a bonus as well too, for referring projects. But overall, though, guys, it is a win-win in my opinion. But yeah, this is the episode that I wanted to make for the podcast, so I now have that content. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is Random Arts guys signing off. Peace.